Radio Lewis. Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.
Hello, you're listening to Radio Lewis, where the music matters. My name's Steve Brooks, and this is Vapour Trails.
It's fine, France is good. Everybody says it's just like the rock and roll. Move like a cat, talk like a rat, sting like a bee. Baby, I want to be your man. And it's plain to see you were meant for me. Yeah, I'm your boy, 20th century tall. France is fine, France is good. Everybody says it's just like a rock and roll. Fly like a plane, drive like a car. All I can have, baby, I'm gonna be your man. Well, it's plain to see you were meant for me. Yeah, I'm your toy, 20th century boy. 20th century toy. I wanna be your boy, 20th century toy. I wanna be your boy, 20th century toy. I wanna be your boy, 20th century toy. I wanna be your boy. Ow! Sing it! Ow, ow. France is good. Everybody says it's just like the rock and roll. Move like a cat, jaw like a rat, sting like a bee. Baby, I want to be your man. Well, it's plain to see you were meant for me. Yeah, I'm your toy, 20th century boy, 20th century toy. I wanna be your 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 boy.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Yes, that was the Big Six and their version of the T-Rex song 20th Century Boy. And although that came out in 1995 on an album called Ready to Rock, that's actually very new to me. Only discovered that last week. Yeah, and it's kind of like that's how the song should have sounded, isn't it, really, I think, in a way. And I'm also going to dedicate that to my friend Salima, whose birthday will be on Sunday. So I hope you have a really good day. And yes, we're carrying on with the last legs of New to You. It's the 199th episode. Oh, and I feel every single one. And so next week is the 200th show special. I had no idea it was going to get on this far. And it's also the Christmas show. So, yes, got lots of requests for that already. So, looking forward to that. And, yes, carrying on with the New to You theme. This is one sent in by John Wagger. And, yeah, this is kind of weird. A leaked thing. It's not an official release. This is Britney Spears doing Toxic. But this is our actual vocals before they were auto-tuned. And, yeah, it's quite an interesting listen. Anyway, see what you think.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. Well, there's no escape, I can't give me it. It's dangerous, I'm loving it. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Do you feel me now? Yeah. Well, the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Oh yeah. And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from the devil's cup. Slowly, it's taking over me. Too high, can't come down. It's in the air and it's all around. Do you feel it now? Oh, the taste of your lips, I'm on a rag. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Yeah. And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? Don't you know that you're toxic? Taste of your lips, I'm on a rave. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? I'm on a rave, I'm on a rave. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Intoxicate me now with your love and now. I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now. Intoxicate me now. I'm getting dizzy now. I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now.
Oh, some interesting stuff there, wasn't it? Yes. So first we had Toxic and a leaked thing from the sessions thereof, which just says raw vocals on it. And that was Britney Spears, and that was especially suggested by John Waggett. So thank you very much, John. And then secondly, we had an instrumental band from Australia, who I've never heard of before, called We Lost the Sea, who have been around since about 2007. And that was A Gallant Gentleman. And that was taken from an album 2015 called Departure Stories. And that was the request of Barry Holmes. So thank you very much, Barry. Okay, we're going to leave the theme for a moment and have an RIP. And yes, this week, David Lynch's musical collaborator, shall I say, Angelo Badalamenti, died very sadly the other day, and he was responsible for things like Mulholland Drive, the soundtrack to Blue Velvet, and also Twin Peaks. And from the original Twin Peaks album, this is Audrey's Dance. it's just sublime, isn't it? Yes, Audrey's Dance from Twin Peaks soundtrack by Angelo Badalamenti, who died aged 85, I believe, this week, which means he would have been 80-odd when they did the Twin Peaks return. If, like me, you do like a soundtrack, I do recommend to the house Untitled soundtracks here on Radio Lewis, made by my library colleague Lizzie. Yes, all the best library people have their own radio shows, don't you know? And yes, Lizzie does that once a month, and it's very, very good indeed. And also giving a shout out to Tony Keane. And next up, another one that was new to me this week is some Nick Cave as Grinder Man and the Palaces of Montezuma.
Psychedelic invocations, a matter hurry at the station I give to you. A Java princess of Hindu birth, a woman of flesh, a child of the earth, give to you. Well, the handguns of Babylon, Miles Davis, the black unicorn, I give to you. The palaces of Montezuma, the gardens of Akbar's tomb, I give to you. The spider goddess and needle boy, the slave dwarfs that they employ, I give to you. A custard-colored super dream of Ollie McGraw and Steve McQueen, I give to you. Come on, baby, let's get out of the cold. Give me your precious love for me to hold. The epic of Gilgamesh, a pretty black A-line dress, I give to you. The spinal cord of JFK wrapped in Marilyn Monroe's negligee, I give to you. I want nothing in return, just the softest little breathless word I ask of you. A word contained in a grain of sand that can barely walk, can't even stand, I ask for you. Come on, baby, let's get out of the cold. Give me your precious love for me to hold. Come on, baby, come out of the cold. Oh yeah. And give me your precious love for me to hold. Yeah, come on.
All touches of From the Underworld by The Herd there, I believe. But who am I to say? And yes, that was Grinder Man from Grinder Man 2, 2010, and Palaces of Montezuma. And that was new to me this week on my Spotify Discover Weekly. Anyway, enough of that. Other music suppliers are available, apparently. So, yes, taking us up to the break, more sadness. Yes, another hero's gone. Jet Black, the drummer of the Stranglers, died this week as well. So what I'm going to do is play a couple of Stranglers tracks, one to take us up to the break and one over. And, yes, nice and sleazy does it.
across the West Sea. We didn't have much idea of the kind of climate waiting. We used our hands for guidance, like the children of a preacher, like a dry tree seeking water, or a daughter. Nice and sleazy does it. Nice and sleazy, does it every time. Nice and sleazy, does it every time. Nice and sleazy, does it. Nice and sleazy, does it every time. Nice and sleazy, does it every time. Nice and sleazy, does it. An angel came from outside, had no halo, had no father, with a coat of many colors. He spoke of brothers many, wine and women, song of plenty. He began to write a chapter in his story. Nice and sleazy does it. Nice and sleazy does it. Nice and sleazy does it. Does it every time.
OMG. It's Vapour Trails on Radio Lewis.
There we go then. 11 minutes in the company of the Stranglers and their late drummer, Jet Black. And I'm going to play that specially for my good friends Julian Cloran, Andy Basil and Nick Pride, who I know are all very, very big fans of the Stranglers. And also a shout out on Nice and Sleazy for the birthday of one of my very best university friends, Roger D. Yes, we had some sleazy times, didn't we, Roger? A.K.A. Dave Wiley. And yeah, it's Dave's birthday on Saturday. So I hope you have a good day, mate. Okay, next up is brand new single from Hines and Bratty, and especially for Ali B. This is E Como.
Antes pensaba en lo que nos unía. No quería ver otra salida en la que tú no estuvieras más, porque soñaba en lo que venía. ¿Y cómo le voy a hacer? ¿Y cómo le voy a hacer sin ti? Después de 40 noches sin verte, aún llevas mi camisa verde, que alguien me guía a la salida antes de hacer otra tontería. ¿Y cómo le voy a hacer? ¿Y cómo le voy a hacer sin ti? A veces pienso en lo que puedo ser, y a veces solo no me importa saber, porque hoy hay un antes y un después, y creo que después de todo, sin ti la paso bien. Y ahora me dices que me quieres ver, y eso es lo último que quiero hacer, porque hoy hay un antes y un después, y es que después de todo, sin ti la paso bien. ¿Cómo le voy a hacer? Sin ti la paso bien. ¿Cómo le voy a hacer? Sin ti la paso bien. ¿Cómo le voy a hacer? Sin ti la paso bien. ¿Cómo le voy a hacer? Sin ti la paso bien.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? Yes, Bratty and Hines and Ecomo was and How. And yes, that was the choice of Ali B, who's just walked into the kitchen. Say nothing. I have no idea what she's going to do. There might be crashing around. Who knows? Oh, it's all right. She only just came in to grab some biscuits and go, okay, yes. I don't know very much at all about the Mexican singer-songwriter Bratty, but I know I do love Hines. And yeah, that's a brilliant track, and that is out literally now. Okay, we're coming up to our obligatory Vapour Trails B-side, 4 songs together, and we're going to start off with the request of Zandy Hemsley, who's now living down under, and he said, yeah, this is a First Peoples band called Birds. It's actually from a documentary called Looky Looky Here Comes Cookie.
Patiently waiting for someone I ain't never seen before to say he's a captain of men, but ain't believing our love. From the land of the white skin, he's self-righteous, a murder without license. With the spear, I'm the nicest, thinking that I might just wait till night hits. Then I move in silence, when the moon at its highest, and my soul is defiant. I'm consumed by desire to kill. Any white devil wanna test my will, then he finna get burnt by the fire I feel. Look him in the eye and Holy Spirit still. He's hoping I don't catch him, but I know I will. Standing on the shoreline, cool man coming. Might not wanna cross mine, wanna take it from me. Fire in my eye, but we ain't running. Want him out of, let's ride. Hey, hey. Standing on the shoreline, cool man coming. Might not wanna cross mine, wanna take it from me. Fire in my eye, but we ain't running. Want him out of, let's ride. Hey. Yeah, they say that it came in peace, but our blood still stains the beach. Roll the dice, we gon' play for keeps. The sacred place ain't a place to preach.
No, no, no.
No white faith and a black belief.
No, no, no.
Better pray that our spears don't reach. He's cold, white hot, I'ma make it bleed. Leading to the first fleet, sicker than disease that he bring from overseas. No matter where you flee, I will always be. In the darkest of night, your descendant will see me. Standing on the shoreline, come in, come in. Might not wanna cross mine, wanna take it from me. Fire in my eye, but we ain't running. Want him out of, let's ride. Hey, hey. Standing on the shoreline, come in, come in. Might not wanna cross mine, wanna take it from me. Fire in my eye, but we ain't running. Want him out of, let's ride. Hey, hey.
Bagam, bagam, bagam,
serving my time. I'm serving 9 to 5. And there's no bars to hold me, but there may as well be, 'cause it's a life sentence, no chance of parole. I guess I'm as free as a man can be, stuck down a hole. We're living for the weekend, but we're dying 9 to 5. We gave them everything they wanted, but they wanted a fight. We gave them a muscle, but they wanted our souls. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone.
It's late Friday night. I'm stuck here putting pine after pine, waiting for last order's bell to ring. I'd rather be anywhere but here. I'll serve your pine with a smile and a wink, as I pray for my shit to come in. I guess I don't know how long I'll be waiting.
We're living for the weekend, but we're dying 9 to 5. We gave them everything they wanted, but they wanted a fight. We gave them a muscle, but they wanted our souls. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. We're living for the weekend, but we're dying 9 to 5. We gave them everything they wanted, but they wanted a fight. We gave them a muscle, but they wanted our souls. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. We're living for the weekend, but we're dying 9 to 5. We gave them everything they wanted, but they wanted a fight. We gave them a muscle, but they wanted our souls. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone. I guess they don't know you can't get blood from a stone.
Interesting little quartet there, wasn't there? Yes, so we had 4 songs there, and first up we had Birds, and that's with a Z at the end, and that was the choice of Sandy Hemsley, so thank you very much, Sandy. And then we had Snoozers, one of my favourite Brighton bands, and that was from their release of February this year, Snoozers 2, and that was Something, and I'm playing that especially for Nadia, whose birthday it was yesterday, and Nadia is the lead singer of snoozers, and also hello to Steve and John too. And then thirdly, we had a lovely bit of ambient music. Don't really play a lot of ambient music, but Phil Dyson asked for that, and that's what we did. And that was Lilie, is that right? And that's a track by Sophia Birch and Antonia Nawaka, he said. Oh dear. Oh, how many episodes have I been doing this? You'd think I'd get it right by now. Oh dear. And finally, we had the choice of Ace Face Bob Laird and a bit of hard mod with Booze and Glory and Blood from a Stone. And that came out on an album called Chapter 4, which was 2017. So anyway, we've come to pretty much the end of the show. So just gives me time to say thank you to sharers and carers as usual, and thank you for everyone that's requested over the last 3 weeks. And yes, next week it is Christmas, so if you've got any Christmas suggestions that are not found anywhere at all on the usual Christmas compilations yet, we don't play any of that on Vapour Trails, I'm afraid. And but if you do have some good indie or something else that you want to hear that's Christmas themed or near enough, let me know on the usual channels. And in the meantime, we're going to finish with another brilliant Brighton band, the Bone Records, who have just released another recording, and this is out on Spotify. I think you can find it, and probably track it down on Bandcamp. Anyway, many thanks to Vasco, Steve, Al, Andy and Donna, and this is Rabbit Hole. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.
I'll go down, 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 down with you. I'll go down, 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 down with you.
Okay, that was the last song. You can fast forward and turn over the tape now.
Radio Lewis. Local community webcasting.